I don't know how to feel about the Porsha and Shamea argument. I feel like it's a double-edged sword on just when to address it, but also not going under through like I just I feel like Porsha should have admitted. Let me take this back. When Shamea was willing to have a conversation with just her and Porsha, I think that's when the conversation should have happened. But given that they have been in each other's entities the entire season, and now Porsha feels like she can't, and I get why, because she brought up her mother, but Porsha did bring up her mother into the public, and I feel like Shamea is just was ready to dot 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 dot. Dot. But again, this is Porsha's playing field. Porsha has a reputation of lying. She did it with Kelly at the top of the season. But it's given, I don't know, it's given mean girl activity. Like, everyone knows that Shamea has no alliances at the table but Kelly. But to go all the way there, Porsha could have just been like, I don't want nobody around my child that I'm no longer cool with. Period. And then Shamea should have just let it go. And this is where I feel like it just kept getting deeper and deeper. But this all could have been addressed, not in a text, person to person. I feel like Porsha is trying to let the record show that this is her show, and regardless of whatever Shamea do, girls will align with her no matter what. Porsha could lie on you, and you see how quick Kelly like, I want to be cool with you too. She could literally lie on you and almost come to blows with you, and you change up completely on how you feel about her. And there's nothing wrong with forgiveness, but it was given. I run this show. You gonna be out of here when I get done with you. It was given energy that I'm not saying Shamea didn't deserve it, but I feel like for them to have the history that they have together, she should have been willing to have the conversation in person or on camera, and they could have went there together. But to be around all these women when they had a real life relationship, I find it to be crazy. I feel like it's just crazy, especially when Porsha say, I look at her as like a sister. She did say that they did rewind the clip, but it's like if we were sisters, we would have talked privately. This ain't for the show. This is our real life family time, like our real life friendship that is going down the toilet all over a show, to be honest. But I feel like Portia's a little jealous of Shamea. It's something about their relationship that just seemed lopsided. It's given before it even got to where it is so contentious. It's giving, I'm better than you, and this is how, because I'm on Housewives. But when I think about the season when Shamea joined, she was giving very Misery Loves Company, Porsha. Um, she couldn't even have a conversation with Shamea about their relationship when Shamea first got on the show. And it just seemed jealous, like how they showed her coming to Shamea's birthday party. Like it never gave friendship. At least not to, like, me and my best friend, I ain't gonna lie, I put her on the timeout. If I'm frustrated about something, I feel like I don't know how to say it without hurting her feelings, because I love you first. I love you first. And I'd rather just be quiet. But once we get there, we have no problem saying, like, I love you so much. Like, you mean everything to me. Like, I don't want our relationship to deteriorate over something, so whatever it is. But I don't find, like, a real reason why Porsha and Shamea aren't cool, other than the clip that Porsha mama said, and Shamea didn't throw no shade, no digs, no nothing. She really was her little lapdog, if you will. And only for it to go into, it's like, I'm not trying to say, but it's mighty funny that as soon as Shamea got a real peach, Porsha don't want to have nothing to do with her no more. And I don't know what happened off scenes, like behind the scenes, but even when she said she tried to talk to Porsha, Porsha was, I don't want to talk, or they had bad energy through a text. But I would rather see like the hurt and pain in my friend's face and we speak one on one. But even when Shamea was trying to do the one on one with Porsha, Porsha wasn't trying to hear it. I feel like her relationship was their relationship was a relationship of convenience. So Porsha could fit in. And then when Porsha got married to old dude Simon, it was like, girl, I got my African prince too. And then once that sailed, it's just like, they ain't cool no more. Am I the only one that's like taking this? But it was really sad. It literally, that scene reminded me of you being in a friend group at lunch in high school. Everybody has turned against you. Not saying it wasn't your own doing, but everyone's turned against you, and head honcho over there saying, I run this town. I run this. and then you go off crying somewhere. You know, it's just giving bad juju.